Good evening everyone. So in today's class we are going to discuss about redox reaction, corrosion and the acidity. So before coming to redox reaction we have to go through two different processes which is oxidation and reduction. So now start the topic with oxidation. So oxidation is basically the addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen, and the element or compound in which oxygen is added or hydrogen is removed are called to be oxidized. The next is reduction. Reduction is basically opposite of oxidation. In reduction there is addition of hydrogen and removal of oxygen from a compound, and the compound or element which undergoes under reduction is called to be reduced. Now come to the redox reaction. So redox reaction is the reaction in which both oxidation and reduction takes place. I am repeating again, redox reaction is the reaction in which at the same time both oxidation and reduction takes place. Consider an example. When copper oxide is heated with hydrogen, then copper metal and hydrogen are formed, and the reaction is given below. CuO plus H2 give rise to Cu plus H2O. Now we are taking this example to understand what is redox reaction, what is oxidation and what is reduction. So in this reaction what we are seeing that in the reactant side we have copper oxide, but in the product side we have only copper. So in this case copper oxide is changing into copper and oxygen is removed from the copper oxide, and the loss of oxygen is known as reduction. In the second case, in the reactant side we have hydrogen, but in the product side we have water. So now in this case oxygen is added to hydrogen, and the addition of oxygen is known as oxidation. Now in this case both reduction and oxidation are taking place in a same reaction, so the reaction is known as redox reaction. Now come to our next topic, which is corrosion. Now what is corrosion? So corrosion is basically the process of slow conversion of metals into their undesirable compound due to their reaction with oxygen, water, acid, gases, etc. present in our atmosphere. So we can say that when acid or moisture attack the metals and change their properties, the phenomena is known as corrosion. And the common example of corrosion that we see in our daily life is rusting of iron. So we know that after some times iron lose their properties and make a undesirable compound which is known as rust, and this phenomena is known as rusting of iron. So some of the common example of corrosion that we see in our daily life are rusting of iron, in which iron react with oxygen and moisture and forms a red substance which is known as which is known as rust, and the phenomena is known as rusting. Then our second example is corrosion of copper. So we know that copper objects lose their luster and shine after some times because the surface of this object acquire a green coating of basic copper carbonate. In the third case we have corrosion of silver metal. Again we know that after some times the surface of silver metal get tarnished and it becomes dull when it exposed to air. It is because of the formation of coating of black silver sulfide. So these were the common example of corrosion that we see in our daily life. Now, how to prevent from corrosion? What are the different methods of prevention of corrosion? So there are some prevention from corrosion, like we can prevent corrosion or rusting by simply painting the iron articles. Second, we can grease or oil or we can use oiling to prevent from corrosion. And the third is a chemical process which is known as galvanization. So galvanization is the process of applying a protective zinc coating to iron or steel to prevent it from rusting. I am repeating again. In galvanization, the protective covering coating of zinc is used. So these were the different methods of prevention from corrosion. Now come to the next topic, which is rancidity. So in our daily life, we have seen that the taste and odor of food material that containing fat and oil changes when they are left exposed to air for a long time. So this phenomena is known as rancidity, and it is caused due to the oxidation of fats and oil that are present in our food materials, and the substance is known to be rancid, and the phenomena is known as rancidity. Now, the next topic is, what are the different methods to prevent rancidity? How can we prevent rancidity? So, the different methods for the prevention of rancidity are, first, by adding antioxidant. We can add some antioxidant in our food to prevent it from rancidity. For example, we add oil in the pickles. So what is the use of oil in the pickle? So oil prevent pickles from rancidity. Then second method is vacuum packing. So if we pack our food in a airtight container, rancidity can be prevented. Now the third point is replacing air by nitrogen. As we know that the chips packet are flushed with nitrogen gas. So this is because to prevent them from getting rancid. And the fourth point is refrigeration of foodstuff. We should keep our food material in the refrigerator to prevent it from getting rancid. So these were the different methods of preventing rancidity. Thank you. That's it for today's class.